we are going to be talking about all of the Sly Cooper games. I'm just going to rate them. I'm going to rank them from my personal opinion and just putting it out there. I know my channel's got the Sly Cooper theme with the, y'all see it. I've grown up playing Sly Cooper for years, so if some of y'all disagree with what I'm saying, comment section, let's talk about it. Well, other than that, let's get right into it. So the first, actually no, we're gonna go from bottom to top. So number four, the one at the bottom of the list, I would have to give it to Sly 4. Thieves in Time. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I gotta give it to that. That's gotta go at the bottom of the list. I'm not saying that it wasn't a good game, but out of all the Sly Cooper games, this one had to have been the weakest link, you know. And nothing against Sanzaru Games that came up with this game. They made the Sly collection and all that. They brought it all back into the PS3. So we do appreciate them for that. But Sly 4, in my opinion, was the weakest link of all of the Sly Cooper games. Just being 100 with y'all, you know. Sly 4 was more kiddie-ish. Like Sly was more of a comedian, trying to be like a comedian. Bentley, he was just a little more of a comedian as well, like trying to be one. And Murray was just a fat fucker who liked to eat all the time, like, you know. So that was the thing I didn't like. This game felt way more childish than the original trilogy. So that's why I say this game is the weakest link. But one thing I say that I did like the idea of going back in time and you're able to play as all of the ancestors. Like you could play as Ryuichi Cooper, you could play as Tennessee Kid Cooper, and much more. You know, Salim Akupar. I could say all of them, but I ain't gonna do all of that because that's rambling. But that was a good idea. You get to go to each of their times, play as them, and you can play as Sly, Bentley, and Murray, of course, and then even Carmelita even joins the safe house. I think the idea of it was good, but the way that they went about it by making it more childish and all that, it was whack, you know, like, it was whack. And then making the villain, when I thought about Le Paradox, I thought he was alright. You know, I thought he was alright. He had a deep hate for the Coopers, you know, but he ain't got nothing on Clockwork. Clockwork is the OG Sly. Not even Sly Cooper. He's the OG Cooper family hater. He's the OG when it comes to that. So that's the end of Sly 4. That's at the bottom of the list. You know, weakest link. So number 3. This is a tough one. I love all of the trilogies. One thing I would say for number 3, it's gonna have to go to Sly 1. I enjoyed the game. I'm not a Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonist hater at all. You know, because without Sly 1, there wouldn't have been Sly 2 or Sly 3. But you know, Sly 1 is out of the trilogy, this is the game that I played the least. You know, it was good though, cause I don't really have nothing bad to really say about it. It gave off like say if Crash Bandicoot was in Sly Cooper type shit. It was like on that type of vibe. So I don't really have nothing bad to say about Sly 1. I just wanted to put it at the bottom of the list because I played it the least. But it was a good way to introduce the Fiendish Five and all that, and introduce the Cooper bloodline and everything. And the only thing I can say about it is like Sly is literally the only character you can really play as. You know, like as compared to the other games, you can play as Bentley, you can play as Murray, really. You know, and other characters in other games in the future. So I would just say Sly 1 is the OG game, of course, but you know, I have to put it at the bottom of the list just because I played it the least, but I really enjoyed this game. say. I don't got much bad to say about it. So let's go ahead and move on. So what goes in spot number 2, I would have to say Sly 3. Sly 3 was really good. I really enjoyed the game. The Cooper vault and all of that, it was beautiful with and all of that. Like going in the Cooper vault and seeing all of his ancestors' loot and all of that, it was cool. That game was dedicated to the Cooper vault, and then you get to bring Murray back into the Cooper gang because he left. And not only that, you get to experience other people. Like you get to play as the Guru, you get to play as Dimitri, the Panda King, and with Dimitri and the Panda King being enemies from previous games, so it was cool that they actually collab with the Cooper gang and help him out with the Cooper gang journey. Like I thought that was fire. Sly 3 was very fun. It was a very great game. It was actually my first Sly Cooper game I ever played, believe it or not. I did like that they introduced that you could play as Carmelita in it. They had the Carmelita levels in it. That was cool. And what else? Yeah, it was fun. They had a lot of mini games. I think Sly 3 is the only game that has the multiplayer, like the cops and robbers and the pirate ship thing and the planes. It's got so many mini games. Like Sly 3 is so lit. It's just so fun. Like, how can you not like the game? I'm just being honest with you. I'm not trying to sound biased, but how can you not like the game? It's fire. So that's the end of Sly 3 for this video. So Sly 3 got the number 2 spot. And for number 1, like, there's only one game left, so of course I would have to give it to Sly 2, Band of Thieves, and y'all probably wondering why. I like the storyline for Sly 2, Band of Thieves, because, Clockwork kind of came back, but in pieces, from Sly 1, and the Claw gang coming in here collecting Clockwork parts, using it for their own schemes and everything, and you had to steal the Clockwork parts from each of the Claw gang, and I thought that was cool. And I ain't gonna lie, this particular character I'm about to mention is the reason why I enjoyed Sly 2 so much. Neela is gotta be the best villain in all of the Sly Cooper games, in my opinion. Of course she don't surpass Clockwork and the Paradox when it comes to like hating the Cooper family, but Neela deceived everybody. Like in the beginning of the game, she was going behind Carmelita's back, helping you as a thief. You helping the Cooper gang. And she earned their trust, and she betrayed them and got Murray and Sly thrown in jail. She even betrayed Carmelita and got Carmelita thrown in jail. Like, she was really everybody's op. Like, that's why I say Neela was the best enemy in the whole game, in the whole series. Yeah, she ended up like getting on everybody's good side and betraying them. So like she was Constable Neela, then she moved up to Captain Neela from capturing Sly and Murray and Carmelita, and the next thing you know, she betrays Interpol and joins up with Arpeggio, and the next thing you know, she betrays Arpeggio and takes control of the Clockwork body, and kills Arpeggio. So now the Cooper gang and Carmelita all gotta work together and take down Neela in Clockwork's body. Like they all had it out for Neela. Like that's why I'm like, yeah, everybody in the whole game had it out for Neela. So yeah, Neela was the Sly Cooper series' biggest op. So without her, Sly 2 wouldn't be on number 1. I'll say that. For those of you that agree, look, tell me you can't. Tell me, like, there's no way you cannot like Neela as an enemy. Like, she has to be the best enemy in the whole series. You know, I mean, not only that, Sly 2 is, the longest game. It has 8 episodes. That's another thing. So Sly 2 is the only game where you beat an episode of an enemy, then they get away, then you're gonna find them again and beat them again, and then that's it. So, because I remember Dimitri had 1 episode, the Rajan had 2 episodes, the Contessa had 2 episodes, and she ended up being undercover. Like she was with Interpol, she was with the feds, but she was like a dirty cop, which is crazy. And then John Bisson had 2 episodes, and then Arpeggio only had 1 level because he got killed by Neo, and that was it. So yeah, Sly 2 gotta go on top. Neela made that game. She's the best part of the game. I don't think there will ever be another villain like Neela in the Sly Cooper series. Like if they would ever make a Sly 5, yeah, nobody's beating Neela. It's your queen of deceiving, mother yuckers. Oh dang! All right, so make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section.